21 people from around the state have been arrested in what law enforcement officers say is the biggest dogfighting bust in our state's history. News 19's Peyton Lewis joins us live in studio tonight with an update. Peyton?
JR, last night we told you about the 305 dogs that were rescued in several counties, including some here in the Midlands: Lee, Richland, Sumter, Clarendon, and Orangeburg. Today I found out how these dogs are doing now, and we want to warn you some of these images may be disturbing. Rescue agencies and law enforcement in the state say they're happy to see paws tapping and tails wagging after the biggest dogfighting bust in South Carolina's history.
So there were so many kisses and lovely little snuggles that were provided by these dogs that it was truly amazing.
5 out of the 6 counties involved in the bust were in the Midlands. Of the 305 dogs seized, 275 were used for fighting, and many were found chained to trees in the woods. Humane Society's dogfighting expert Jeanette Reaver says although scenes like this are always upsetting to see, they're not uncommon.
The dogs are now outside of South Carolina. We have them at a temporary shelter, so they're receiving vet care, they're receiving pain management, antibiotics, and that's what we were doing today.
Reaver says she was pleased to be a part of such a large rescue that's helped save so many dogs. She explained that 80% of the dogs used in fights are able to be rehabilitated and adopted. However, Humane Society Director Janelle Gregory says none of this would have been possible if federal agencies hadn't stepped in.
Under our current cost of care law, animals that are seized by law enforcement are held in our local shelters throughout the prosecution process, which could extend multiple years. So it's very difficult for law enforcement in our state to properly police dogfighting and other animal crimes.
The Humane Society of South Carolina is asking the state to amend their current cost of care law to include language that would ask the animal's owner to pay for the cost of care every 30 days leading up to a trial. Failure to pay would result in the ownership of the animals being turned over to the rescue organization they're being housed in. The Humane Society says they're working with lawmakers and lawyers right now to try to get this law changed as soon as possible. Reporting in Columbia, Peyton Lewis, News 19 WLTX.
And now here is a photo of one of the dogs that was saved in the rescue. They have not named this pup just yet, but the Humane Society wanted our viewers to know that all of the dogs are safe and receiving medical care to help them recover from the abuse they have experienced during this dogfighting ring.